With the recent drop in crypto prices, particularly in Bitcoin, there has been massive danger for Kaspa. I'm going to be going over why there is so much concern for Kaspa, a bit of FUD going around in the market, and also why it's just lost one of its key levels that has been so important for Kaspa over the last couple of years. So I just want to talk about the recent price action and what we may potentially see very soon. Because in my opinion, right now, Kaspa is in quick, immediate danger unless we see a quick reversal happening over the next week or so. Just looking at the daily time frame here on Kaspa, we do see a major key level that we did highlight in the past, right? So we've talked about it many times before. This 10-cent region has acted as massive resistance and support in the past. So this 10-cent mark is one that we've seen so much price chop between over the last pretty much year and a half, 2 years really. It's been absolutely insane to see how much price action has been kind of dictated through this period here. So you can kind of confidently trade Kaspa based on this support and resistance level, right? So we do see that recently we did lose that 10-cent region and we absolutely fell off a cliff after it. Because like I said, guys, this was a key level for traders to find a support level at, and we didn't find the support this time around and we crashed down further. Now we're sitting at that like 8.9 cent mark, right? Close to 9 cents, but we did drop as low as 8 cents. And I also did say in the other video that this was a massive level that we had to bounce back from, because if we lose that 8-cent mark, I mean, guys, it's really downhill from there around to about 5 cents. We have the next historic support level. So you can see a drop coming all the way back down to this level if we do lose that 8-cent region. However, for the short term at least, we have seen a little bit of bullish momentum for this kind of 9-cent price action, right? We've seen a bounce back from the 8-cent back to the 9-cent region. And what we want to do ASAP is claim that 10-cent region again and use it as some form of support, right? And bounce off it. However, that's not going to happen unless we see Bitcoin and the market really bounce back, because I think Kaspa has been struggling a lot recently in terms of finding any bull case scenarios for it. A lot of people have gotten bored of this coin, guys. I'm just calling a spade at this point. I'm a massive fan of Kaspa. I've talked about it on the channel for a very long time. Kaspa is one of my favorite utility-based cryptocurrencies. Obviously, it's extremely fast. It's one of the first of its kind block DAG, right? If not the first. And I just think with the whole decentralization of it, no pre-mine, it's one of the most fair cryptocurrencies in history. And we have some big news about why it's so important in a second here. Like I said, guys, we did bounce off around this 8-cent mark, which was very crucial in my opinion, because like I said, I think if we lose this region here, these historic support levels, I think we just fall straight to around that 5-cent mark. But I think that's not going to happen unless Bitcoin tumbles again. I think a lot of people are just going to keep Kaspa a little bit stable at the moment, but we do need that market confirmation to take us higher, guys. I mean, there needs to be something extremely bullish to bring back the hype for Kaspa. I think people have just forgotten how ridiculous this cryptocurrency is, really. Like, I mean, the first of its kind, super scalable, super quick, no pre-mine, decentralized. This is everything you want in a crypto. I like to personally call it Bitcoin V2 because that's exactly what it is in my opinion. I can just see us being stagnant for a while here. Like, Kaspa is in a lot of danger in my opinion, and this isn't good news for me because obviously I really love Kaspa, and a lot of people on my channel are invested in Kaspa because they've been in for a very long time. They truly do believe in the project, and that's one positive thing this project has about it. It has a community of believers that actually truly think this is going somewhere, and they aren't just ready to dump at any given time. Guys, we're going to need something that really brings Kaspa up. Maybe we need that news with the smart contracts, which I'll be getting into in a second here because it did just go live. Big news for Kaspa. Smart contracts are coming, and it just got serious. Since June 1st, 2025, the Kasplex ZK EVM testnet is live. It means Kaspa now supports Ethereum style smart contracts, works with MetaMask, 100% EVM compatible, fast, secure, and decentralized. Kaspa is now even more powerful. You can now build dApps on Kaspa just like on Ethereum, but faster and fairer. This is a huge step for Kaspa and the ecosystem. So this might be what it takes for people to become interested in Kaspa again, guys. So if you can scale on top of Kaspa and build all these decentralized applications on Kaspa, just like Ethereum, I think this is going to be what takes Kaspa to the next level, right, guys? Being able to build all these new apps on it, have meme coins built on top of Kaspa, have a whole ecosystem going there, right? So you've got Ethereum that a lot of people like to bring out tokens on to build meme coins, essentially like Solana as well. And I think you just need a real big community aspect about it, and that's what's great about meme coins and being able to build on top of chains. And I think this is the exact news that might help Kaspa propel above levels that we've seen a lot of resistance at. Because like I said, guys, this chart, we saw a huge Bart Simpson on the graph here on the huge time frame, right? This is the daily, but this is over a space of about over a year and a half, and we did have this kind of bearish scenario. We do want to see things change around, and who knows, guys, this could be the news. You know, people might be interested in this blockchain again because the hype really did die down. Tier 1 exchanges haven't come yet, such as Binance and Coinbase, because as we do know, there's no central authority for Kaspa, right? It's kind of just there. They'd have to buy the supplier to list it. And when this is sitting at multi-billions in market cap, exchanges are just going to kind of wait until they can't wait no more and they just FOMO in. So if we do see some Coinbase and Binance buys, I think this is going to absolutely explode. I think we've been seeing a lot of manipulation in Kaspa, and I can see just like a kind of morning star reversal candlestick pattern happening for Kaspa. I think that's the most likely case scenario if we do see some bullish news happen after this. Maybe they're interested in buying because they see the whole ecosystem and applications being built on Kaspa, and we see a huge, you know, green candle burst up, and then we see chop and burst up again. We really need to just reclaim those bullish kind of levels here, and that's what I want to see in Kaspa personally. Because like I said, guys, we've talked about Kaspa on the channel for just extremely long periods of time now. Kaspa is one of the best cryptocurrencies in my opinion, at least if you want to actually invest into something, right? So the way I see Kaspa is a real investment. It's not just a highly speculative AI coin, meme coin play. It's something you really put your money into and believe in. It's not something you get fudded out of easily. You hear some bad news and just sell all your bags. It's not something that's just going to dump overnight because of the decentralization of Kaspa, right? So I think we just stick to the plan here. I think we keep stacking. I think we believe in this because, like we said, they've got all these pros here: fastest transactions, instant confirmation, scalability, efficient proof of work. As we do like proof of work around here, you know, there's a little bit of concern regarding how much power it uses, but at the end of the day, guys, they've got their solution here for that as well. With high throughput DAG and no wasted blocks, makes it less energy intensive than other proof of work networks. So that was the concern with Bitcoin. Remember that whole Elon Musk kind of scuffle that happened years ago about how much power and energy Bitcoin takes. Security, it explains why it's so secure, and block DAG, we've talked about that before. All these exchanges have already listed Kaspa. It's really just up to those tier ones. I think once we hear those tier one listing exchanges happening and people start talking about the utility of Kaspa, how it's so decentralized and, you know, just a community-based project, this is what the people want. So we'll just have a quick look at the hourly time frame here, guys. On the hourly time frame, we're actually not looking too bad. Obviously, over the last couple of days or so, it's been looking bad, but if you look up this quick setup here, we're actually having a really strong recovery, and this is obviously due to Bitcoin bouncing back and whatnot, but there has been a lot of buying power for Kaspa. Like I said, guys, I think we're in for a good time. I think we just be patient again. I know it's been one of those things where you go, oh, we have to be patient with Kaspa again, but you know, how much FUD comes out with good projects over the years and people get shaken out of their bags and we explode off to the races. So Just stick to the plan, guys. If you truly do believe in Kaspa, I think it's one of those things that you absolutely got to hold on to and not get shaken out of your bags. All right, guys, that's enough from me and analyzing Kaspa today. I will be with you guys soon to talk about Kaspa. If there's any other projects you want me to talk about or look into, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, join my free Telegram in the links down below where everyone's chatting about these types of things before we talk about it on video, so you're nice and early. Go and check that out in the links down below. See you in the next one. Peace.